We're going to play a new card game by Dessen Achilli, and it's going to be kind of an introduction to the world of darkness, to the vampires. The Prince's Gambit, and I've been told it's a bit like Werewolf, not the Werewolf, but the party game Werewolf.
Right, it's a little bit like the party game Werewolf. It's a little bit like the Resistance or Avalon, if you've played those sorts of games. It's a game of hidden roles, of secret betrayals, of secret identities that we don't know. So of the 6 of us playing the game, there are going to be 4 Camarilla members, and they're not going to know who each other are. And there are also going to be 2 Sabbat members, and they are going to know who each other are. The objective of the game is to win intrigues. The Camarilla needs to win 10 praxis points of intrigues, and the Sabbat needs to win 7 points of praxis points of intrigues as well. So the Sabbat know who each other are, but there are fewer of them, and the Camarilla doesn't know who each other are, but they have the benefits of numbers. So the character who has the prince's favor will choose which intrigue is performed. He will choose who gets to do the intrigue, and he will get to choose how they contribute their traits, physical, mental, social, just like in the tabletop game.
Okay, every one of us has already chosen 4 cards, so we got 1 of each of the kinds of traits and 1 that we chose ourselves. No one knows what we have, and there's different numbers on them, for instance, physical 3 or mental 5.
That's right. So those traits are used to see if you can meet the difficulty of the intrigues. This intrigue is to placate the Harpies. It's a social intrigue, and it has a difficulty of 5. So hopefully, the 3 players contributing traits to that will equal or exceed the value of 5. If, however, there's a Sabbat player on the team and a social or a physical trait shows up for a social challenge, this value will actually subtract from any social cards contributed to that intrigue. So here, this would be social 2 minus 2 because it's offsuit. So we would lose this one.
Okay.
Or excuse me, the Camarilla, which of course I'm a member of, would lose that one.
Okay, so what's going to be next? Are we going to hand out the cards for Camarilla and Sabbat?
Yes, we're going to hand out our loyalties. You're going to get 1 of these cards each. Look at it, but don't show it to anybody else. So 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 players. So look at that loyalty card, put it down in front of you, and now, similar to Werewolf, we're all going to close our eyes. So all players, close your eyes. All players, keep your eyes closed. And now, please, Sabbat players, if you are a Sabbat character, open your eyes, look around the table, find out who the other Sabbat player is. It's not me. It's definitely not me. And then, now Sabbat players, close your eyes. And on the count of 3, we'll all open our eyes. 1, 2, 3. Everybody's eyes open. Raise your hand if you're Sabbat. No, don't raise your hand if you're Sabbat. No, that would ruin the game. That would ruin the game.
Okay.
And now we will hand out our clans as well. So each clan has a special ability that can be used once per game. You know what? I'll take that. I don't feel like giving you that one. So, yeah, you can be the Ventura.
Okay. I'm a Tremere.
And then the one that's left out, we simply don't use.
Okay. My special ability is that I can give someone else a second use of their special ability, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. It's very valuable to be the Tremere because the Tremere basically give 1 extra chance for any other given clan. It's very bad news when the Tremere is the Sabbat because that makes the Sabbat all that much more powerful. So our first intrigues here are the Blood Curse. The Blood Curse is a mental challenge of difficulty 13. It's worth 3 praxis points, 3 victory points, but it requires 4 players. It's very risky, especially if you don't know anything about the other players. You don't know who to send on that intrigue. Our next one is the Mháire Spies. This is a social challenge of difficulty 8. It's worth 2 praxis points, victory points. It requires 3 players. And then our third intrigue is to repel the crusade. This is a physical challenge, difficulty 13. This is actually a very difficult draw because there are 2 extremely difficult challenges to start with, and only 1 that can reasonably be performed. So I'm going to start play with the Prince's Favor.
Okay.
This means that I am the one who decides what we're doing. Each player will also start with a pool of 5 prestige. So because I'm starting with the Prince's Favor, I'm going to make this decision of what we do first. But if there's anyone who just doesn't trust me, they can spend their prestige to take the Prince's Favor away from me. So let's say you spent prestige here, Prince's favor would go to you, and now I'd have to outspend you to take it back. If you didn't like that this was happening, you could then put 3 in, take it from me, and now we've got a 3-way prestige bidding war happening here. But I know you're not going to do that because we're just learning, right? All right. So I'll start with the Prince's favor. I'll decide what we're doing. I think that this Mháire Spies is the safest one to perform first. It has the least risk. It's the easiest challenge to meet the value of. So we will try to do that. And for this first challenge, or for this first intrigue, I'll choose myself. I'll choose you.
Okay.
And I'll choose you down here at the end. So I want you to look at your cards. If you have social cards, I would like you to contribute those, please. But if you're a Sabbat, you're probably going to put in something that's off-suit that makes the intrigue fail.
Okay, what was the difficulty again?
The difficulty is 8 on this one. I'd like you to put in cards first, please. 1 card. That's a social card, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Of
okay.
course.
And now I'd like you to put in cards, please.
I got 2 cards for you.
2 cards, and they're both social, right? You're not
Of course,
okay.
of course.
Okay. And now I'm going to make sure that I have the cards that I thought I wanted, yes. And now I mix these up, so I don't know who contributed what. And we'll see if we meet the difficulty of 8 social. Social 2, looks pretty good. Mental 3, so somebody among us is up to something. Social 2, so we've got a total of 4
1.
less 3 is a total of 1, yes. 3, 8.
8.
Barely, by the skin of our teeth, we've met the social challenge here. The Camarilla gets the card, gets the 2 praxis points. These are thrown away, and we've learned some valuable information here. We've learned that one among us 3 wanted this to fail.
At least one of us.
At least one of us. At least
Maybe
one
one of us had only social cards. No, that doesn't happen.
Then they
ever.
had better not have put in those other cards. So now we're going to award additional prestige at the table. Everybody is going to hold up a number of fingers indicating which seat. You're seat 1, I'm seat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that person that's indicated is going to get additional prestige from the pool, not from you personally. So, for example, if you held up 1 finger for seat 1, this would come to you. You'd gain it. So at the end of this, whoever has the most prestige then will get the Prince's favor, will get to make the additional decisions. So on the count of 3, hold up a number of fingers, 1 through 6, to indicate the seat that you would like to get prestige, and it cannot be yourself. So you must award prestige, and it cannot go to yourself. I advise you to give it to me because I'm eminently trustworthy, right? All right, so everybody hold up 2.
You were
got
only
it?
in the group with the traitor.
But don't worry about that. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. Okay, so on the count of 3, hold up fingers. 1, 2, 3. All right. So seat 1 awards prestige to seat 5. That goes there. I award prestige here. Oh, sorry. To 3. You're awarding it to 1. Why am I not getting anything here? There's 3, 2. I like the cut of your jib, sir. There we go. And 3. All right. I feel like I'm getting rooked here at this table, but we'll go ahead and let that happen.
Oh my God! So
All right.
much
So those of us who have
prestige.
spent traits, everyone keeps a hand of 4. So everyone who needs any more cards, if you don't have 4, take 1 card. So you're good. You're good. I'm going to take 1 card. I'm going to take a mental this time. And you notice that now I have fewer than 4 cards. So that makes me a little bit unattractive to go on the next intrigue because I don't have the full availability of cards. You can take 1 card since I know you played 2. Probably one of them was the offsuit mental card, right? Because you're up to some shenanigans.
Yeah, but I'm taking a social to throw you off my...
So I don't know what you're up to. You're good on cards, and you need to take 1.
Please note that.
The social one, huh? All right, there we go. Okay, now that we've taken these, the new intrigue comes out. We see that we're dealing with a ghoul uprising. This is a physical challenge, difficulty 5. But now, since I have only 5 prestige, I lose the Prince's favor. I'm not making the decisions anymore.
Yeah.
So who has the most prestige?
I guess that's gonna be me because I got 3 more.
All right, so you get to make the decisions.
Okay.
But I don't feel like letting that happen.
Yeah, well, you have to.
You have to exceed what I've got, so you're going to spend 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to put in a 3 there. Feel pretty strongly about All right.
Yes, that's a game you're gonna lose.
Okay. Can I borrow some prestige from down there at the end of the table? All right.
Oh, that's possible to borrow prestige.
So, in the terms of vampire society, now this other vampire is loaning me his social credibility. So there is 6 on the table there.
Okay, gods, you want to help me out with prestige?
Sure. How much do you need?
I put 1 more on the table and then I need 2 more.
Okay. Good.
That's
good.
done.
So now you've outspent me in terms of prestige. So now we both expend this prestige. It goes back to the pool, and fortunately or unfortunately, you now have the prince's favor.
I have the prince's favor, and I decide that we are going to deal with the ghoul uprising.
Okay.
And I nominate you, and you to deal with it.
Wait. Why are you not putting yourself on this? That's really squirrely.
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
I do have a plan. I know, I know where my loyalties lie, and now I'm trying to ferret out the traitor.
Okay. Okay. So you've chosen now which one we're doing. You've chosen who's going on it, and now you'll choose the order in which they give you their cards.
Okay. I'm going to have you hand in the cards first, or your card.
Okay. What's it?
Physical.
Difficulty 5.
Can only donate this one here.
Okay, 1 card. So you, next. Okay, and last but not least.
All right, we'll see how this works out here. Shuffle those up, make sure we don't know who gave what.
Well, I don't know already, so we have physical 2.
All right, looks pretty good so far.
Physical 3.
All right, that's a total of 5. We've got it.
Physical 3.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. So the Camarilla has now won this challenge as well. And so the Camarilla is now sitting on 1 praxis point plus 2 praxis points for a total of 3. And now we would go through normally again to award prestige again. We would redraw traits again, and we would shift the prince's favor again. So you can see here over time that eventually, if the Sabbat plays its cards right, see the little pun I made there?
Yeah.
Cards, right? That they would be able to steal the prince's favor. They would be able to choose some of the favorable victory point conditions for them. And they would potentially, hopefully for them, be able to guarantee their victory. And that, in a nutshell, is the prince's gambit. It plays out in about 40 minutes.
Okay.
And it's a real quick introduction to the concepts of vampire, to the sects, the Camarilla and the Sabbat. It shows the clans. It shows the array of traits. And it's a great game for starting a LARP. It's a great game for warming up before a tabletop game. It's a great game to just hang out and play at a party or at a bar.
Okay, now cards on the table. I'm pretty sure you're Sabbat.
You're going to have to trust me because we're not going to play the full game through here, but it's not me.
It's not you.
It's not me.
Okay. Well, then I know who else is Sabbat. You were trying to throw me off.
No, never.
No, never. Okay.
I know where my loyalties lie.
Yeah, of course.
We're all good Camarilla at the table, right? We're all honest folk.
Okay, thank you very much, Justin. Thank you very much to my co-players. And right now we don't have time to finish the game, but I hope I'm going to be able to play another round with you soon. So, bye.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you.